Good day and welcome back to Elementary 72 Gaming. Before I get into this video, I'd like to ask you all to please leave a like and comment on my video and consider subscribing to my channel. Now, this is my Destiny content. This is mission 1 on the new DLC Beyond Light. Now, this is my gameplay. You will see me skipping a lot of cutscenes, and I am basically just going to run through this gameplay. Now, with all of this in the next few days, you should be expecting me to completely recap the story of Destiny. I have a whole lot of footage that will be running through the Destiny story. Now, I hope that you all bear with me. It will take some time for me to get through it, and you might get the repeat of some gameplay in the background. I do have quite a bit of content from the gameplay of Bubblegum First. I have several long hours of her gameplay that I will be featuring in the background. But it is her gameplay after the story, so I hope that you all do enjoy what I do put up for you to watch. So let's talk about going into the DLC. We all start off standard at 1050 light. Now I'm saying 1050 while it's 1050. I know how to say that they're out loud in numbers, but 1050 is easier to say than 1050 every time. So with this here, you're going to see me play under light, and one of the things that I can do is I can really play under light quite well. I'm a very rash player, so you will see me die quite a bit in terms of gameplay. As you saw, I just cut the first cutscene. If you do want to see the cutscenes, there are multiple YouTubers out there with the cutscenes all done. There's even some YouTubers with the full storyline completed in a video. So they'll show you the complete storyline from start to end, all the missions, all the cutscenes, all the audio in the game. Now at current, I can't give you the audio because my audio is messed up with background sound. So as soon as all of this is sorted out, and I do have a pure Destiny content video for you with the actual sound, I will start up another one of the stories with another of my characters and give you the full cutscenes as I go through. I will trim them all out, put them all together, and you will have all of the audio for all of the cutscenes and the story missions all put into one video. This is the Exo Strangers cutscene. You can obviously watch it up on YouTube at the moment. Plenty of people have followed up with the cutscenes. Now, one thing to note about Destiny is it's a very addictive game in terms of once you start playing, you want to get a hold of all of these legendary and exotic weapons, and it's more about RNG and grinding than actually completing the story mission. It is one of the reasons why it has such a large community of players who grind so hard. When the play was more casual, a lot of players would jump off once they got everything they wanted and return when the next season started. Some players kept going in the seasons at a very fast rate. Now let's get into my gameplay and commentary on it. Now, considering that it is my gameplay, I'm not going to lie about anything. I am terrible at jumping, and I have a habit of crashing over edges and dying to simple mistakes. You're going to see me almost die in a matter of seconds here. There you go. I almost went straight over the edge. Fortunately for me, I realized that something wasn't right, and I stopped at the right second. That was actually a lucky jump for me. I didn't know that there was something on the other end. I have a habit of moving acceleration first and think later. That is one of the biggest mistakes that I make in terms of gameplay. Now, watching me play, you will notice that my weapons are really out of date, and I will be describing exactly what I am doing. Now, first of all, I use my grenades to try and ease up the flow of enemies so that I can separate where they are. Now, I'm using my heavy weapon to try and clear up as many enemies as possible. I'm calling it the heavy, but this isn't my actual heavy. I noticed that I had just drones to fight, basically, the Shanks, so I went out with the primary weapon. Now, noticing that I have more enemies around, switch up to my special again. Take care of anything shielded as fast as possible. I am running low on special ammo, that's how come it isn't out again. Standard Titan play, smash anything that you don't agree with. I'm also very impatient in my gameplay, so you will see me trying to rush out of here as soon as I realize I'm not going to stay in here. There you go. I am very impatient, so please bear with me. Now, here I go, next set of combat. You will see another set of ways in which I play. I only use my super when I'm getting annoyed or when I feel like I'm overwhelmed in any way. So please bear with that as well. That is something that you will notice that I do. I launch my super very, very rashly and very, very early. Now, there was a bad throw from me. Terrible form on my missile, on my grenade throws. As I said, I normally like to separate out the enemies. That was what I was going for. I was going to try and force the dregs and vandals to go down while I got a hold of all of the shanks with quick fire. Now, they are in numbers, so I'm trying to just move through it as fast as possible. Plus, this weapon has tracking, allowing me to get rid of enemies quite fast. Invisible enemies. Didn't get them all. Running low on. Now I expected it to burn this invisible enemy completely. And another thing is that my normal set of armor is normally with the feedback fence, so I wasn't really expecting them to keep hitting me. I expected them to go down really fast when they hit me, and I expected to recharge when they were killed by the feedback fence, because it is one of the best ways to get quick kills. Now I'm getting annoyed with this here because of the blinking, so the next thing that's going to happen is a super. So there we go. I really don't like the blink effect when it comes to movement, and you can notice it by the way in which I just launch at these. Most of it was frustration, very little of it was actually combat. Now there is a captain left, so I'm just going to pick up some special and blow him away. There's another big mistake of mine. I don't fire at the right moment. And I love the effect of burning because it stops them from blinking instantly. So here we go. So this is the whole cutscene with Verix from the trailers that we've seen so far, where he's going to be assaulted. It is going to be skipped. So prepare for me to do a prelude to Destiny basically videos. It's going to start off with the Traveler and the Darkness basically in their original terminology, that is the Widower and the Gardener, and then I will lead it up to the Osmium Dynasty, where the first incidents of the Traveler's first known civilization is mentioned, and I will keep moving from there. I am not going to be in detail as Bife or as thorough as Bife. I'm not going to be as good as Evade. I'm not anywhere near that there. I'm not as good as Avanef or Rikakis. So yes, you can expect my videos to be a bit lower quality than them. And by a bit, I mean very low quality compared to theirs. Now, here is another one. They're up on a ridge, so I decide to just clear everything as fast as possible. As I said, I'm an impatient player. I was expecting a little bit more enemies to be up here as I went up. I didn't expect it to be so small in number. I expected at least 10 to 20 enemies to clear before I could get to Verix. I saw the shielded enemy. I don't want to waste my time. And I saw the servitor, so there you go. They're in large numbers, so quick and easy clear. Once more, that guy escapes me. He danced out of my way, so I'm just going to punch him. Now, okay, on my notes of things, I never really liked Cade 6. It's one of the reasons why I really hated Hunters. I found him to be a very big douche. That's one of the ways that I can refer to him, especially after he almost got us killed in D1 when we were jumping onto the dreadnought with the faulty stuff that he left behind, Mr. Greedy, as I'd like to call him. So I really didn't like him, although I don't agree with the way in which he died, and I don't really blame Berix for it. Berix was trying to protect his people. But nonetheless, it doesn't stop me from trying to torture him in this little area. There you go, you can see I'm trying to punch him, trying to shoot him, trying to grenade him. I tried just about everything. So here I go. I'm going to clear the enemies as fast as I possibly can. And once they are gone, expect me to start rushing into the next part of the story. Now, here are several things to note about me when it comes to these type of things. I generally rip bosses to pieces with supers, and I was expecting it to be one of the unbeatable bosses already. As you can see, I'm getting ready for more combat, and then they all just disappear, and I am shocked at what has happened. So that was my mission 1 in Destiny 2 Beyond Light. I hope that you all did enjoy it, and I hope that you are going to stay tuned for future content. Leave a little comment with a smiley face or something like that just to show your support, and just leave a like if you can. That does help this video get out there a little bit more. I'd love to have more people reacting and criticizing me, even if that is needed in terms of my Destiny. I love this game a lot, so I don't mind the criticism. Thank you all for watching. Have a good day.